Hello and welcome to the channel. Incredibly excited to speak to you guys today about the EOVAN GTS Super. And guys, I'm gonna just be 100%. I was really shocked with the performance of this board, so I just want to kind of get right into it. I'll put all the details and the specs here to the side so you can review that. You can pause it if you want to see it, but I want to start this conversation with the deck. And this is a carbon fiber deck, so it's going to be on the stiffer side, but it looks very nice because it has like a purplish color scheme to it. Very smooth, very slick feeling, has a very premium looking feel to it. Now it looks good on the website, but when you see it in person, it almost does. The pictures don't do it justice because it looks very nice. When you look at the top of the deck, you're going to notice that it also has foam grip padding and grip tape there as well, which really kind of helps to mitigate those roll vibrations that you may experience because this is a stiffer deck. And also when looking at it from the top, you're going to see the logo as well. Looks very nice. It really makes the board, you know, gives it a lot of sex appeal when you're looking at it from a distance and then even up close. As it relates to the trucks, this board is using double kingpin trucks, as many 2-in-1 style boards do. You guys know that I generally like reverse kingpin trucks. I'm not opposed to these type of trucks at all, especially if you're somebody that's really into carving and things like that. Of course, I did have to tighten up the trucks, and because this board has crazy performance, I'm going to go ahead and order some aftermarket bushings and put them on here because this board performs phenomenally, and I want to hold on to it and keep it because it's very nice. Now, of course, this board is belt drive as well, and what that means is that you have the ability to change out the wheels to accommodate your riding situation. EOVAN offers a variety of different style of wheels. I have these wheels here, and then like the smaller rubberized wheels that I may put on here and ride as well. The ride experience with the pneumatic tires was very nice, and this is kind of leading into the performance aspect of it. A lot of times when you have boards that have larger AT style of wheels like this, you're going to gain that comfort, but what you lose is, of course, range and acceleration, right? This board has really good acceleration, even for the fact that it has these larger wheels on here. Hayes, who was in the footage, is riding the board as well. He has a very aggressive, somewhat crazy riding style. And when Hayes says that the board is dumb fast, that means it is dumb fast. So definitely something that's intriguing, especially being a person that is my weight, around 225 pounds, and this board is just getting me around the town and throughout the city easily, no problem whatsoever. The ESC, very good as well, incredibly predictable. The acceleration and the braking curves are really, out of a 10, I'm giving them like a 9.5. Very predictable. At no point do you feel unstable when you're braking aggressively or accelerating aggressively. This is really welcome, because sometimes when boards are tuned with this type of performance, it leaves a little bit to be desired in terms of maybe the smoothness of things. But that is not the case whatsoever with this board. So it's definitely another thing that just really feeling about the board. Very nice overall. Now let's take a moment to talk about the remote. And as you look at it, it's very unique. It doesn't look like a lot of the other remotes that other manufacturers are using. So I wanted to take a moment to really talk about it. The way it feels in your hand, you actually can grab it and have a grip with different ways. I actually like to ride with my index finger up here, have my thumb here, and I ride. You can also kind of hold it purely here if you wanted to. It feels very good in your hand. One of the other things that I kind of like about it, in addition to it just having some of the stuff that we've become accustomed to seeing on our remotes, like odometers, speed mode, battery indicators, and stuff like that, is that because it is so unique looking, it is really easy to identify your remote. This is especially, you know, important for people that have more than one board. My new Meeple board that I have has that orange remote, and it just stands out like crazy. So when I'm trying to find that remote, it stands out. The new Backfire remote that I have stands out like crazy, and this one does as well. So when this remote is sitting in my room or whatever, and I'm looking for the remote to this board, I can easily locate it and find it, which is definitely, you know, a good look there. And that's going to take me into my nitpick section. And you guys know that even though I like boards, I like to share things that I think consumers should be aware about, you know, when making a decision about a board that they may want to purchase. As I talked about a little bit earlier, this is a double kingpin board, and people love them, and some people dislike them. Some people prefer reverse kingpins, some people like TKP trucks, some people like double kingpins. This board has a great deal of acceleration, a great deal of torque, and to me, I think that most consumers, when you're gonna buy this board, you're probably gonna need to change out the bushings just to get a little higher quality bushing in there so that you can really just take advantage of all of the acceleration and torque that this board has to offer. And honestly, that is like the only negative thing that I have to kind of say about this board. And that's just going to take me into my final thoughts during this initial first impressions of this board. As I mentioned earlier in the introduction, I was shocked and thoroughly impressed with how the board looks and the aesthetics of the board. The purple color scheme, the carbon fiber, looks amazing. The aesthetics overall look very good. And then when I stepped on the board and the acceleration and the torque, very surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the board to be as quick off the line as it is, to climb hills the way it does. You know, I had the hill climb portion in there and you saw haze flying up. I did a couple hills here and it's going up incredibly easily. So this board I think offers a lot of value to people that are looking for a board that has good acceleration, good torque, looks good, you know, giving you a lot of performance for your price point. One other thing that I kind of want to talk about that I kind of neglected to talk about earlier, even though this is like a 2-in-1 board, it is not incredibly heavy. I have 2 4-wheel drive boards that I have, and those things are monsters, and like I literally have to put all of my muscle into carrying those around. This board is not really that way. So it's definitely something that I enjoy about the board. If you are interested in this board, don't forget to support this channel by using my links and discount codes when you make your purchases on this board or even other accessories like your shred lights and things like that. As always, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.